Good morning, Year 2. It is Monday, the 29th of June, and this is the video to go with your English work for today. So I hope you've looked at some of those predictions about the front cover of the story we're going to look at this week, and I hope you've had a look at those first. It's really good to try and make predictions about something before you read it. So this week we're looking at a book called The Adventures of the Dish and the Spoon, and there are so many kind of little clues about this book on the front cover, or things that might look familiar to you. So let's have a read of what we need to for today. I'm not going to read the whole thing, and that will become more obvious why as the week goes on. Okay, so someone put a record on the new record player. How could we resist? So you can see some pictures there. Does that remind you of anything? Some very interesting. How could they resist? Let's have a look at the record player. You see there? What's been put on? What's the song that's been put on? Interesting. The dish whirled around on the moonlit ocean. I didn't know where we were going, and I didn't care. I knew the dish would take us there. So there they are. Who is they? Who's speaking at the moment? Who is speaking? Who's with the dish? And what's the dish being used as? And where do you think they are travelling to? Does this look familiar to anybody? Where do you think they're travelling to? Can you see that picture there? We tried our luck as an act in a travelling show. The audience loved us. We were famous. So we've got lots of pictures going on here. These are the two characters. There's the dish. Who's this one? Spoon. Seems to be a very busy place. And then it says, it looks like it's introducing our new act, The Dish and the Spoon. And we've got a very packed audience there. And we've got a clue about what's taking place. What does that look like? So that is literally all I'm going to read today, just those little parts. And what I'd like you to do is I would like you to make a poster today. I'm very excited making a poster. And it needs to be a persuasive poster. That means you need to encourage someone to do something. And what I want your poster to be persuasive about today is I want you to persuade people to go and see The Dish and the Spoon in their new show. Now, look, we can see some of their acts that they're doing there. What is the spoon doing with the dish? Oh, it looks quite interesting, doesn't it? So on the work for today, I've given you some kind of clues about maybe ideas. You'll need to work out maybe what they're doing, but your poster ultimately needs to be persuasive. And like I said, that means you need to make people want to go to that show. Kind of in the same way, when we made our Dippy Baubles, you tried to persuade people to buy them by telling them lots of facts about them, telling them how amazing they were, telling them they were only 50p or £1, whatever the price was. So when you are writing, you need to think about how much are the tickets, why should people go, is it the best show in the world, is it the best thing you're ever going to see, is it limited, that means is it only going to be on tour or at the theatre for a certain amount of time, for a limited amount of time, so that means it's not going to go on forever and ever. You might like to use words like you must go now, to try and get people to buy the tickets. You might also want to think of a slogan. So just like we thought, or you all thought of that brilliant slogan, Dip Dip Hooray for the Dippy Baubles. That was such a good slogan to have. Maybe you can think of a slogan for the dish and the spoon. So on today's home learning, there are ideas there to help you. There's also a template of what the poster might look like. So you might want to have a look at that if you're struggling a bit for ideas. But I'm sure you'll do brilliantly. So just to remind you, the dish and the spoon are their new act. Remember, this is a big clue about where they're travelling to. So that might give you an idea of where you might want to say the theatre is. Maybe you could research what that is, or maybe you could ask an adult. Do they know that? And they can help you look it up. So today, please, a persuasive poster about the Dish and the Spoon's new incredible show. You need to use lots of adjectives, because often adjectives really excite people about what they're going to see. You can paint a picture in their mind of your adjectives. We can see some of their interesting acts there. So I hope you enjoy making your poster today. And if you are really proud of them, which I hope you are, you know that you can get your adult at home to send one of us teachers a picture of your work, as we would love to see it. Tomorrow there'll be another little video of me reading the Dish and the Spoon. It'll be the same few pages again, and then just a couple more to help you with your work, just a little bit each day. So have a lovely Monday, enjoy your work, remember to be kind, safe and responsible, and I hope you have a lovely day.